Hello, how is everyone? I say everyone, I can see Meg, I can see Fahima. I'm gonna give it a few minutes and see if anybody else pops on. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bit frazzled, as I'm sure everybody else is as well. Right, okay, Zoom user, I'm adding you in too. So we are a little bit early, so I'll just give it a minute. If you want to ask any questions in the comments, if you want to I don't know if you want to unmute yourself and say anything, feel free to. I'm just going to get these notes up. So we should have a slideshow. But if anybody knows me from my previous Zooms, me and Zoom don't always go so well. So I'm not even going to bother trying to get them up. But I will run through it with you. It's going to be pretty fast and it's going to be quick because it's month end, and I know that we've all got stuff to do. And this is all geared around the end of month madness and the craziness of it all. We have got a checklist for you for the end of it, so you can go through it. So I want to get this wrapped up and done in like 30 seconds. And I'm kidding, but I do want it again wrapped up and done quite quickly so that you can go away. And those of you that have got teams, you can go through this checklist. To be fair, a lot of you will have already been doing these things anyway throughout the day. If you haven't, it's either going to give you an idea of the things that you could be doing now, and it's still not too late because, some crazy mums, they stay up till like gone 11, sometimes midnight. Like the kids go to sleep and they're like, right, now it's mum's time. So you can often catch people then, and obviously men as well. They're probably fast asleep. But you catch my drift. Right. So I'm going to keep letting a few people in for another minute. But the idea is we want to be ending strong. And this doesn't just mean going through, like, obviously, you want to be looking down your downline as well. However, just have your ears pricked. And if you hear that there's somebody who is in another team who's running for a goal, go cheer them on, shout them out, do it loud and proud on your social media, put them in your stories, because this is the energy in the community that we are wanting to utilize. So, obviously, it serves as a practical purpose because we're going to be helping people over the threshold of their goals and their targets and things. And we're going to be achieving things ourselves. But also, when it comes to sponsoring and recruitment and just showcasing, oh, I don't want to do that, showcasing what pharmacy is about and what Millionaire Mastery is about, we want to be showing that community aspect of how we all come together and how we are really, really supportive. So that's what I'm going to go over with you. But like I said, we're going to keep this really, really quick. Firstly, you guys here, thank you so much for coming on. Because I know that it's month end. Now, I would recommend if because I know Kirsty, you're having a massive run. Just give yourself 15 minutes. Just 15 minutes, put your phone down, just breathe. We know we've got that urgency, but just give yourself a minute, like 15 of them, just to refocus, recalibrate, re-energize, and remind yourself of what it is you're doing. I am not a massive fan of the whole hardcore hustle culture, team no sleep. I'm not a fan of that at all. When you listen to what I'm going to say over the next 12 minutes, when you can not hear my dog tiptoeing, making a noise, whatever that is, then you will have this checklist so you can go through it. And this is going to help you for this. Ollie, go on, out. Love you. So he's so old, and I can't clip his toenails, his nails, because they're so long, and he won't let anyone go near them. So he just goes around like Billy Elliot, like blah, 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 making an absolute racket. But yeah, just have a moment so that you can recalibrate and just have a little breather and look at your business as well. Have a look and see who is close to 3%, 6%, all of those. How can you help them? And all these things that I'm going to just stay still. Just stay still. He's listening. He's been good. Just stay still. Um, right, just give me a minute because it's gonna have to go. Ollie, go on. I'm saying to you guys, take a minute, and it's me that's thinking, I need a minute. But I absolutely love it. I'm excited. I'm excited for this month end. Right, so your leaders, we need to get our stuff together. We need to stay cool, calm, and collected so that those people in our team that need us, we can be there to support them. Let me just add these lovely, lovely people in and then somehow minimize that. Yep, that's got minimized. Great stuff. Can you tell I'm a little bit frazzled tonight? I'm normally like, hi, yeah, we'll do this and I'll drop some real good golden nuggets, but not tonight, not tonight. So your team is going to follow your energy. So if you are feeling frazzled yourself, just have a moment. You don't have to reply to those messages straight away. And also, we're there to support our team, but we want them to be independent as well. You can't do everything for them. They need to be able to find these things out. And it may seem harsh, but do it. And also, you need to make sure that you're prioritizing your own business. So you're bringing in your own new customers, you're having your own conversations with people about the business. We've got Ireland launching tomorrow. So you want to be having conversations about that, keeping your social media going, making sure that you're hydrating yourself and all of that jazz. And all of that energy will ripple down to all of the other people because they will see what you're doing and then they will take lead from you. So. Let's have a look. Right. Leadership mindset. Leaders create motivation, they don't wait for it. Your action is your team's permission to move. So exactly what I just said then. So everything you need to be leading by example. This is not any new information. This is just reiterating everything that we say on a Tuesday night when we have these leader calls. You show up and you do things. You model the behavior that you want to see in your team. You've got I'm going to skip some of this because you already know it and literally time is of the essence. And do you know what it is? I have this urgency because when 10 o'clock comes, I want to be laid in bed knowing that everybody is through their targets. And I would love to watch an episode of Reacher because having an episode of Reacher before you go to bed, beautiful. So and I'm watching it for the plot. So that's what I would like to do. I don't want to be waiting till like midnight. I don't want to be doing that. I'm not for it. So create urgency. Make sure that you've got those posts out. The text posts are really good. Just talk about the offers that we have on. Go in your stories. Make sure that your stories are in there. You're having those conversations. Yeah, everything's up to date. Now, this other thing that I really want to mention that is really, really crucial. You should have already been doing that. If you've been on Kirsty's Zoom this morning at 5 o'clock, then you were probably like hours and hours ahead of everybody else. Thank you so much for that, Kirsty. It is amazing. I won't apologise for not joining them. They're just not for me. For anybody else, that is amazing. But I am a fan of getting up early, just not that early, and getting stuff done. It sets you up for the day. It's really, really good. And then you can spend a bit more time. So I know my stories are done. I know I've got plenty of things on my social media. I've got money in my bank account from customers so I can place their orders. So I want to get those done before things sell out and things like that. But you need to be doing an audit with your downline. And I don't just mean like your directs. Like have a look at your directs direct. And don't be, I've said this before, it's called route tapping, where you go through your entire organization and you make a connection with people. Because you never know, there could be somebody sat 4 levels down who doesn't have a supportive upline because they only joined and maybe they're not quite in it. They recruited a few people, sold a bit, and then there was like, ooh, shiny ball, and they disappeared somewhere else. Whereas this other person might be absolutely loving the products. They may have their own business and all these prospects. So they just need you to go and build that relationship. So if you haven't already done the route tapping that I mentioned a couple of weeks ago, do it because I don't see these things just for like for you to not do them. Like if I mention something, it's like it's gold. Honestly, it's because it works. So go and do your route tapping, go through, have those connections, have a look, and you never know, like reach out to the cat, reach out to them and just say, by the way, Sheila, did you know you're only 17.5 PV away from hitting 3%? No, I didn't know that. You're loving the L-carnitine. I saw from your previous order that you've been loving the L-carnitine. Why don't you grab a couple of boxes? In fact, why don't you get £100 worth, get 20 quid off, and get these free products as well? Like, I never realised we could do that, Sadie, because my upline, Frank, is a bit AWOL at the moment. So it's really good to do that. But also, people, if they are new, they don't always know that they are so close. So if you do that, again, when you go through, if you've got a lot of people in your organisation at different levels and you do that, then putting through an order of like £30, £40, £100, it all adds up. And that could be the difference of your direct hitting manager and not hitting manager, or hitting 18% and not hitting 18%. So it's again, it's when you've got this supportive ethos, this supportive community that we are sharing, that we are showing up for on social media. So, like I said, about shouting outside sisters and all of that and showing that community. In practice, this is what it looks like. We reach out to those that are in our organisation and we just offer some sort of advice and help and just say, look, what is it why did you join? Get to know your team. Um, Let's have a look. Call three key people with urgency and belief. 100% with that, because you've got to have that self-belief, but you need to sometimes it's just having that active belief in somebody else that they can go out there and smash a target can mean the absolute world to somebody. And even little things like, and I am going to go off on a tangent with this. Please don't withhold orders. If any of you are on here now and you have got an order to place, like I get it, you're like, oh, I'll place it tomorrow because I want to start off strong tomorrow. But the chances are you maybe did that the month before. And if you're not putting in extra action, there's no point. You're always going to be doing it. It's just a false economy. And also, there could be somebody, it might not be your upline, it might not even be your upline's upline, somewhere up there could be really gunning for a big promotion and just needs like that extra GV or that extra manager or somebody. And the chances are it could be somebody who is the one that delivers the training, is the person who you go to when you need a PR box, or the person you go to when you want to know where you can find out something, how you can level up, how you can find a gap in your business. Those people that you have around you in the community, you might not know exactly where to position because it doesn't matter, because like I said, we're all part of a supportive community where we help each other anyway. Challenges as well, motivation, find out what makes people tick. Like if you've not learned about the colour personalities, go and find out. You can reach out to people and in teams and just say, look, this is how much we need to hit a particular goal. It would mean a lot to me. You're obviously going to get a sale and you're going to get your commission on it. So it's a win-win situation, but you'd be really helping me out because I'm going for such and such a goal. And then doing a little challenge, but you're going to hit a couple of personalities there because you're going to have those people that are yellow personalities that like to help people. They're going to have a look and be like, well, do you know what? I probably do need to top up some makeup, or I could do with a few skincare items, and they might order for themselves. And that's great. We're not encouraging people to go out and max your credit card just so you hit your bonus. These are all products that you would ordinarily buy that not only are you getting a 30% discount on, but you're also earning bonuses from it as well. Um, and then your red personality, if your blue personality, like things fun. If you've got loads of buzz and you've put a challenge in there, that's going to appeal to your blue personalities. And then if you recognise that there's a couple of people in your organisation and they're a little bit competitive, you go to them, even go to them now, go and have a look and see, right, who can you pit off against each other? If you're a little bit competitive, you go and challenge somebody and say, right, it's game on. I know what PV you're on now. We've got an hour and a half until it's reach your time. Let's have a say, let's have a massive challenge and let's say I'm going to wipe the floor with you and you go head to head and make it fun. Share about it on social media, go live if you have to, whatever it is, bring that energy, bring that urgency and have that energy cascade through your team and that spark, that electricity that you're going to bring and that way in which you're going to connect with those people in your team, whether it is out of them wanting to be helpful or because they like to be part of the buzz and the excitement and the fun, or because they are a bit competitive, or they like numbers, whatever personality is you've appealed to, that sort of energy is going to create momentum. And then where are we going to be going on the 1st of October? That's going to carry on. No one's going to be waking up tomorrow thinking, oh, oh, I'm glad that was done. I can chill out for a bit because you're not. You're going to be up at 5 o'clock in the morning with Kirsty and you're going to be like, right, let's do this. Let's do this. Because if you can pull it out the bag in those last couple of days, like I cannot tell you some of the women in this team that I've had a look at and they had a great start to the month and then they had like a mid-month flop. I mean, the offers helped. And then it's the one of them, she was like, the weekend. just not going to do it. I'm really sorry. I'm just not going to do it. And within about 48 hours, I think they've sold about 1,500. That's at wholesale price. And they're very, very close at requalifying director. You've got Vicky and Hair Gals. She's only got two ladies in her team, and they're just under 700 group volume away from manager. That's just three people, and they do it with stalls. It's just blows my mind. Like, and they've got customer base as well, and they do it on social media. It's unreal. So there's lots of people in your team. This is because I know the people that I have in my organisation. Vicky didn't join me; she joined Adele. But I reached out to her. So we have that relationship. She's come to Malaga, loved it. She's been to Istanbul on the wild card and she sees it. She sees the vision. I've given that belief in her because she's amazing. I've known this for ages that she had this huge potential. And it's just amazing seeing her not only flourish for herself, but being able to teach other people to do it. And that is what comes from having that belief in other people in your team, getting to know those people in your team, and then going through and doing these sporadic audits. So this isn't something that I've only done at month end. This is something that I have done throughout the month. You just ramp it up towards the end of the month. So I'm going to send a checklist, which is a team audit. So you want to have a look at your frontline team members that are close to rank or bonus advancements, check like the gaps, have a look there, have a look, see if they've got anybody that's not quite qualified. Don't forget people who have got a team, but they've dropped off a little bit. If they're not at 75 PV, they're not going to be getting that 18% bonus or whatever bonus it's at. So you need to make sure that you let them know that because they've not hit the minimum requirements, they're not going to be getting the bonus from their team. Send voice messages out to them. Make sure it's personalised as well. Come on, this is like, let's not be lazy. We don't need to be sending bulk messages out to our teams. These are people we love and we appreciate. So let them know about the offers as well, because they might not all know. Let them know that it ends and let them know what's at stake as well for them. But also, don't be shy if you're running for a bonus and telling them as well for yourself. I know there's a couple of ladies that couldn't come on tonight because they're having a blitz themselves, having a team blitz. Go and do that if you've got time. Any of you that are wanting to do it, get together and go and do like 15 minutes, 30 minutes. It's amazing what you can get done when you're collectively together and you've kept on track. You're not going to get distracted because Kirsty doesn't get up at 5 a.m. in the morning to do these, of course, in the morning to do these blitzes for no reason. They work. You can really hyper focus on the activities you need to do and get started strong. And you can do those at any day. Yeah, she doesn't just like go and sit in it. Is it the shed that you go in at 5 a.m.? Looks cold as well.
Yeah, I literally go outside into my garage, freezing my knackers off. But it's half an hour. We have our list, we get it done, and then we set up for the day. We've got all of the admin done. So if you can spend half an hour in the morning, get it done, and it relieves that bit of pressure. Um, and obviously I've shared the lists and everything into the group chat, so please use it. And the main one on there, I will say, is get your opportunity messages sent first thing in the morning, because I've noticed recently that if I do it on an evening, I'm then scrambling to try and get everybody replied to all at once when they're coming back to me on an evening. Whereas if I'm doing it on a morning, I then have the day when they start trickling in, I can actually have time with them to actually have the conversation. So if anything, just send your messages out first thing in the morning. You don't have to go out into the garage and freeze your knackers off like me, though. I'm just a mad head.
That's brilliant, honestly. Thank you so much. Like, because that's not something that Kirsty is doing just for her downline, that's for the entire community as well. So that's really, really appreciated. Right, lead by example. If you've got your own orders, get them placed, show activity, post your own agency stories in public, share your wins in the group chat. Like if you've done something, like if there's a bundle that's worked for you, share it. So just tell people because otherwise it might just look like you sat there doing nothing while they're working their butts off. And that's not good because what they're going to do, like, well, if she's not doing anything, I'm not doing anything. And we don't want that. That's not what it's about. Momentum builder, track who's stepped up this month. Keep an eye on it. Keep an eye on like the people, not necessarily the ones that have have got close to manager or close to a particular percentage, like have a look at the ones that are working hard, that are doing all the things, and you can see that potential in them because those are going to be your future leaders. Keep a note of them and then make a point of like having a one-to-one call with them, strategizing and looking at how you can nurture them and push them towards saying, again, showing that belief in somebody, saying, look, you've really stepped up this month, and that's shown really good leadership qualities and character. Um, have a chat with them, see where there's any areas of opportunity for like learning, maybe recommend a course of like a book or Audible. You do the coaching yourself if you're feeling up to it, or just anything really that you think has benefited you that could benefit them. Document what's worked so that you can duplicate it for the following month, and then finish the month with vision and set your goals ready for the day one of the new month. 100%. Absolutely 100%. And I tell you what, like this month, like me personally, it'll be Golden Director, but that's not what I was gunning for. I was gunning for platinum, not because I'm greedy and thought, oh yeah, I just want to like, double promote this month. It's because when I looked at my organization, I had 4 people ready and running for manager. It just so happens that one of those people has had every bit of negativity and challenge thrown at her, like personally and in her business and social media. Like it's crazy. So how she's done what she's done with all those things thrown at her is unreal. But I know full well that come next month she'll be running for it again. And me personally, when I look at my goals, I can base those on not just what action I want to take, but who I'm going to help within my organization. And then what does that look like? And then I've got something near a goal, and then I'll add something more onto it so that it makes me really scared. And then when you've got those big, scary goals, you have to make big, scary action and think, right, what is the thing that I've been putting off? What do I need to do? I know I need to do it, but I'm not doing it. And then you go and do that thing. You make a commitment to go and do it. But right, I can send you this checklist. I've got it here. I'll do it when I get off. I'll pop it in the chat. But I only went over by 5 minutes. I think that's pretty good. I think that's pretty good. But yeah, with it being month end, honestly, everyone has had an unreal month. Whether you've faced challenges or adversity, you've had to do something, you've still shown up on the last day of the month to listen to me ramble on slightly coherently. I hope there was something that made sense over these last 20 minutes. And you've got some sort of snippet of thinking, right, okay, let's go. As soon as you get off this call, you know exactly what it is you're going to be going to do and how you're going to be showing up and what value that's going to be to you and your organization and those people in your team. Let me just quickly have a look and see if there's anything other than hello. We've got no information about the launch times. Sophie's been traveling to Istanbul today, so she's been really, really quiet. And then when we found out she was going to Turkey, we're like, oh, that'll be why. But yeah, we will get information when they have information. Pharmacy, Turkish, they seem very relaxed. Like, what are you worrying about? What do you need all that details for? I'll tell you 5 minutes before, and that's plenty of time. So yeah, we just gotta adjust and go at their pace. We'll just focus on doing what we do best, going and having those conversations and getting people in with the community, and then we'll just lead by their example. That's all we can do. But right, thank you all so much for your time. Go and absolutely smash these last couple of hours of the month. I'm so excited. And then we'll go into October very, very strong. Right. Thank you all. Bye.